Alright, let's get started. Ooh, should full screen that beforehand. Eardrums out by accident. Alright, test. Seems to be picking up my mic. If I press this button, make sure. Test. Does it still pick it up? So maybe that doesn't work if it's an headphone only mode. Okay. Sorry, these are new headphones. I just blew my ears out a second ago trying to set the volume. Okay. Ooh, I've moved things around somehow. There we go. I think that's good. So I don't know if there's a way to control volume. I can control it on my mic. My headset's not doing it from going with the mic. That's fine. Alright. Anyways. That's fine. Oh, no, never mind. Alright, that's better. I don't know what the boil effect is. Alright, let's try it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web, then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save Princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted enough the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Part of me thinks I should have walked backwards at the very beginning and just been done with it. That probably would have been an achievement for it. But I'm curious.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon... So, you should just drop it. Best not...
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to...
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the... Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you? You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't...
Oh, buddy, oh, buddy, oh, buddy.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. Do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark. You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. And away we go. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. What's going on? Where are we? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
What the hell is this? What the hell?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Alright. Oh, freaky as hell, let's do it.
You're here to slay her. While I appreciate the mental exercise I'm talking. Don't. Look. Does it? Oh, if only that were the case. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules. Of course I haven't. Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Cake.
Are you serious? Seriously? You're just going to... Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time. Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who... And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpse, but as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin. Wait. What's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day.
Ooh.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little... What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or... You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. A warning. Before you go, she will lie. If we're stuck going in, ignore him. He's just being Let's keep an...
Jesus.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. You can't just say that. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. Nothing, because you're going. Just ignore the stressful geometry. How? Even if we closed our eyes, I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we'll... Ooh. We should look at ourselves. You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just make... You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a babe. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day. You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet. The impact of the air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
What the hell was that? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time for the princess. Eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. You said you'd been here before, right? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details of you. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? Could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, Or at least the only one I can remember. Oh, don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here.
I don't think what I do really matters, does it? I just want to live my life. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when... Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is
There's only one option.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her, leave her to languish. Is this what the end of the world looks like? But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all, did you do this? Did we do this?
We should help her. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that. I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Something returns to the long quiet. Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you. How can the world have ended if we are talking? Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Bro, I haven't even talked to her normally. What is this? What is this?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections, a dim and nascent network. I wish to be more. I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Damn, what a lie.
I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins? You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Holy shit. Woo!
You're on a path in the
Holy
woods,
fuck.
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Whoa,
And in the
dude.
basement of that cabin
Whoa.
is a princess.
Whoa. Whoa. What just happened? What was that? This game is awesome. I'm so happy I was streaming that, dude. I'm so happy. Holy. What just happened? Okay, so... apparently I was supposed to find out later. Whatever that is, I need to find more perspectives, it looks like. More sides of her. So I need to advance the game more. Apparently I found like the secret ending first. Holy shit, dude. I've never seen any playthroughs or anything of this game because I didn't want to spoil it. Because from the trailer it looked crazy, and this is crazy. Got shit from the Ren'Py engine, because that's what I'm pretty sure this is built on. Just looking from stuff like this, I'm pretty sure that's what built this. God. Let me check my phone and get some water 1 second. Holy shit, dude. Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Is there anything I remember?
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the... We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost into the blade. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember. Don't let it fool you. How many times do I have to tell you how...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot...
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, binding. They're large and heavy. Far too...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top... Is someone else here? You try the door. Your shouts and pleas. You're here to slay the princess. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happened. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground.
Holy shit, dude.
And then she didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
It appears, based on the voices, the Contrarian was the first one I met. The Smitten is the second one. So day one decides what day two does, is what it's looking like.
Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestation. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone. That's right, you can't stop all of it.
We're going to sweep her off her feet.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. A warning. She will lie. She will cheat.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Is there a key this time?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its end. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror a second ago,
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous... So focus up. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember, you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
My love! We're here to rescue you.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that?
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Wait, is her hand gone?
Now, hold on.
I
If she
just noticed
actually
that.
ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? If another version of me was pushed to such drastic acts,
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
she took that in stride. To a surprising extent.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Jesus.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time?
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not.
You died, and now we're talking.
No, I can't let. You're what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if you're so gullible? Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? I just want to make you happy.
Uh-oh.
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me.
That's all I want.
I know there's the voice of the Smith. There's probably... We can figure out the rest later. That's crazy.
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar.
it makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us.
I just want to make you.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
There we go.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That... Oh, I don't like that silence.
The hell is going on, dude?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Ooh. Damn. She's got some one-liners, dude. Oh my god.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Is it seeing what you choose? There are no wrong answers.
This one is a reflecting pool of desire unfulfilled. She will make for a pliant heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, but they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Jesus, dude. Ooh.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. Of course I haven't. I mean, maybe some people do. That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the blade is... The door to her voice soft. How many times...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant to attempt... You try the door. You're shouting. Fine. No. Stop.
It won't let me resist. It won't let me resist. What is this? What is this?
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used, but you have a weapon. You raise the blade. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. It can't just end like this. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. You're here to... A war she will love. Don't worry. The interior of the cabin is a mess of the You walk up to the wall next to the base. What are you talking about? This is... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. No blade. I hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know... The door to the basement creaks open. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud. With her voice skitter.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps.
She must have you confused. She seems friendly enough. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and look. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who... Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? You need to stop lingering. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the base. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the...
She's acting like the two of you already... Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How call it deductive Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality. I'm just glad we could put all... Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe don't talk to her. You're just going to...
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue. I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose...
Seems to me like she's offering a... Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her. Ooh, smart. Let's apologize.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that... If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart, really. This is why she can't just be abandoned.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you... She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and...
Oh, no, we can't have that. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. Somebody has to go first, and we're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. You're only saying that because you want to... I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter... No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. But... The princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and... in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to... What did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as... Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes. You know what? I'll say it. That's... We were going to help her. It's what I would have done if you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done. Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table, and then you'd say something like... And then you would have done it. It's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho!
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again.
This doesn't feel right. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves. but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me. We will know when we near our destination. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the...
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and look up. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Okay. Oh.
What is going on? Heard one of the cats attacking the door, and that was creepy as fuck while I'm playing this game.
She pauses, carefully forming...
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're... The princess hesitates. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to... She knows what she'd do. She's...
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me. Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about...
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help, but if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No. I think you're doing the...
You walk up to the chains binding. They're large and heavy. Far too...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up.
Doubtful. Whoever...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can...
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be
You attempt to...
Is someone else here?
You try to... You're shout. You're here to... You make your way to the bottom. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the... Without hesitation,
No.
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess. The wound drives her to the ground.
No.
Okay. There's no going back now.
You bastard.
The princess pushes away from you. The wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room.
I thought we had the upper hand, but...
It's an act. She's wounded. I'm not so... Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver, your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground. Your body...
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about...
No.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your... You seize a moment of hesitation to
We can still turn this around.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place.
After all this time alone, I thought...
This is the end, isn't it?
Before you can answer, everything goes dark. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to warn. She will lie. There's a cat. She could have... That's a... Maybe. The interior of the cabin is the blade. You walk up to the wall next to the base.
What are you talking about?
You reach forward and rub your...
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of...
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush. Remember, she is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and the air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. There's a shift in the humid air, and she is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined. I guess that's it. Unfortunately for you, no. You are in a dark and caustic place.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your...
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you. Her chains.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards.
And then it was gone. And I was here. A new enclosure. A nicer cage. But still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer? We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw.
Oh,
The click of what you presume to be a door.
that wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. This place is cold.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. That thing reeks of death.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me. If I did, I would already be awake. No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? I am on the cusp of my awakening.
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So I have to take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come.
You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly focused on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on. She isn't suggesting what she is. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Note the lack of detail.
I know. I just...
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been...
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
You walk up to the chains, but they're large and heavy. Far
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go.
doubtful. Whoever locked the princess up.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be not. You attempt to make your way out. Is someone else here? You try the door. You're here. Your shout. I'll repeat. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out.
You won't like what... Against your better you cut into her. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are as the princess approaches the bottom. Wait, this isn't fair. You watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back. Stop it. Stop resisting me. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an all. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. You're on a path. You're here. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Yeah. Did you just say wink out? No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope there was a mirror a second, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a danger. Are you sure? What if she... Yes. Turns it against you? Okay. You take the blade. Thanks. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking. Should we be worried about the one around her? Why would you be worried about her restraints? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding a...
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. You do as she asks and sit on the floor.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in it's complicated. Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the prince. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important, and maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might... Exactly, he gets it. You're moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way...
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her? Or does she think she'd... You're right. Maybe she... Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head. She certainly seems Or maybe you should consider... Though if she isn't... So, what... I don't know. I'm just... Then let me help you. That doesn't sound great. There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him.
I'm skipping because I
Possibly
have to go
even
to work
more than
soon.
we can't trust her.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. You tried this last time. Oh, I remember. She killed us with... Oh, worried. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
This is gonna get dark.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? The princess's eyes stare up at you.
Huh. So I guess that's it.
I hate this. Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved.
Now hold on, she's dead.
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head. It's next up.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is... You open the cabin door, ready to... Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. Over?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So,
Holy shit.
this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
She's gone. And there's that mirror. This doesn't feel...
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
I think you know what I am. The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore. It doesn't hurt. Oh, I'm nothing like... I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter... Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. Then ask them, and make it quick. I won't... We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her. But No, I'm not a part of you. From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought. So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long. and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. I love you. It's magnificent.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Alright, I gotta get to work, so I gotta clip through this fast. Alright, that's enough for now.